Dear friends, today we have with us India's Minister for Education, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan. Minister, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Minister Pradhan, I want to begin by asking that education is an important sector in the India-Australia bilateral relationship. What steps are being taken or thought of to enhance this relationship further, especially given that Deakin, Australian University, has become the first university to open a campus in India, foreign university, and also thousands of students are coming to Australia. So, what steps are being taken in that regard?
For any civilizational contact, any good relationship, knowledge, wisdom, education are the pathway. Australia and India are very good friends, very reliable and dependable friends. After Australia's last election, when Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Arvind met at Tokyo in the sideline of Quad Summit, they decided to create a new ecosystem for our relationship. This is my second visit to Australia. Yesterday we have completed the second Australia-India Education and Skill Council meeting. First was held at Gandhinagar in India. You are right. Now, India has a National Education Policy 2020. One of the primary focus area of NEP 2020 is to internationalize our education system. We are opening our education sector to foreign universities. On that process, two of Australian universities have started their campus, offshore campus in India, Deakin and Wollongong. More universities are talking to Indian system to open their own campuses. Lot of prestigious institutions like Monash, RMIT have different kind of network and tie-up with Indian counterparts. Monash has a very solid relationship with IIT Mumbai and IIT Hyderabad. And prestigious RMIT has a twinning program. 2 semesters will be students will study from both the sides at Australia, and 2 semesters will be they will study at India. RMIT has tie-up with BITS Pilani. Gradually, our engagement is increasing in all the levels, at school level, at vocational education level, and higher education, especially in the area of mutual agreed research area. This all this engagement is going to create a new relationship between both the countries, and we enjoy a very cordial relationship. And I am very happy. Since last few days, I am here in Australia. I visited Melbourne. I am here in Sydney. We have met lot of people. I visited Monash University. I visited RMIT. I visited New South Wales. I visited some more important campuses in Australia. The relationship has its new peak.
Minister, also there was an agreement between the two countries about an education agreement about recognition of educational qualifications between the two countries. So, what's the progress on that in the sense of what kind of qualifications will be recognized and which universities and things like that? Are we likely to see something being announced in that regard?
Both the government has come to this point, they sign a memorandum of agreement to recognize degree on both sides, both ends. Lakhs of students are already studying in Australia from India, and in certain area there should be a legal framework, academic endorsement of our education system. UGC and NCBT, both the regulator for vocational education and higher education, are talking to their counterpart at Australia. There is a primary agreement. Detailing of the agreement will be decided by both the parties. Their due diligence is on.
Also, Minister, you have stressed a lot on vocational education, and that's one area where there is really a lot of scope given Australian expertise in this area. So, what may be some of the things in the pipeline in that regard? Because we already have universities and things like that, but in vocational education, are we looking at specific agreements there as well?
Vocational education system of Australia is very good. I'm happy to inform you the first TAFE has already opened its campus in Gandhinagar, in Gujarat, in the automotive sector. We are expecting more TAFE to be opened at the different part of India. The TAFE ecosystem will come to India. There will be new skill training, standardizing the Australian needs. There are agreement to bring we have prioritized certain area, agriculture, water management, public health, AI. These are the area of mutual agreement. Lot of skilled manpower respecting each other's sovereign authority will come to Australia, and they will be trained here. They will be working here for few years. Then they will go back. This will help. This will create a new pathway for our students' engagement.
And also, Minister, Australia, has tightened the rules a bit when it comes to international students. They're also reducing the number of students they get. And now a lot of Indian students come from Australia here. So, are there any steps being taken to mitigate, because this could potentially also impact Indian students? So, anything on those lines, to mitigate that impact, if there may be any on Indian students?
Yesterday, I raised this point to my counterpart, my dear friend, Education Minister of Australia, Mr. Jason Clare. They have given us a certain quota number, they have fixed they have capped the number institutional wise. We have raised some point in front of Australian system, and we have to primarily respect the sovereign policy of Australia. But I am hopeful the kind of competency Indian student has, they will be needed in Australian system, and Australian educational institution, especially university leadership, is very keen to bring more Indian students from Australia.
And how do you see the larger India-Australia relationship? How important is this relationship from a strategic and geopolitical point of view, if we especially look at what's happening in the world?
Let me cite you one example. Since last 2.5 years, both the leaders have met more than 10 times at the different global forum. Prime Minister Modi visited Australia, Prime Minister always visited India. That our foreign minister is coming to Australia very frequently. Recently, we are going to open the 4th consulate at the important city of Australia, Brisbane. This shows our relationship richness. Our trade agreement is increasing, our financial engagement is increasing. Australia is a great point of sports. India is bidding for 2036 Olympic match. We have to learn a lot of things from Australian ecosystem regarding sports. Tourism is a priority area. So all these areas, agriculture, water management, these are also priority areas. So there are a lot of things to be exchanged between both the countries. We enjoy very strategic partnership relationship. And I am hopeful this should be go to a new height.
And just to conclude, Minister, this is your second visit to Australia. Any anecdotes, and you've interacted with the diaspora as well, any memories you're taking away, any anecdote you would like to share with our viewers?
Australia is very sensitive and very open society. Both the countries believes in democracy. One thing of Australia impressed me very deeply. They respect the multiculturalism of any human society. India believes in that. India believes in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We feel entire humanity is one family. Australia also believes in that philosophy, and our Indian community is flourishing in Australia very progressively, very fast. This shows the level of understanding between both the countries.
Minister Pradhan, thank you so much for taking out your time and speaking with Australia today. Thank you so much.